Hello traders, this is Ala Peters, founder of Fibonacci Trading Institute and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci method. In this webinar, we'll be showing you how you can trade with ultimate simplicity, indicator free, on any instrument and any platform, using pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. First, I would like to remind you, very important US government required disclaimers. Never ever trade with risks you cannot afford, and remember, past performance is not indicative of futures results, and every single thing I show you in this webinar is to educate you about power of Fibonacci and price action. And all the testimonials you will see in this webinar that will be shared by students are absolutely authentic and genuine, and no one had ever been compensated for any of the testimonies. As well as, I'm not a financial advisor. I use everything I teach for my own investments, and every single thing I show you here for education purposes, and not a financial advice. So this is what I recognized in 2008, traders. I recognize that Fibonacci, the golden ratio that was discovered by Leonardo Pisano in 13th century, is exact same special mathematical sequence that creates repetitive spirals and triangles which are present in nature, and exact same patterns present in financial markets. This exact same mathematical sequence is what forms market trends, with the most crucial number being 0. 0 is the start of every single trend. 0 is what I teach in every single class. If you know where 0 is, you know where a trend starts. If you know where 0 is at institutional levels, you know where institutions buy. It is that simple. And if you start adding 0 to 1, which creates 2, 2 to 3, which creates 5, this is Fibonacci spiral, which creates market trends, which creates spirals in everything that surrounds us. And this is what markets are all about. So, if I would bring you exact same chart on S&P, which is 5-minute this week, ultimate trend inception, yes? If I would convert this exact same 5-minute chart to 15-minute, this is where S&P sold off from, starting at the start of May, correct? And this is where S&P rallied from, ultimate trend inception, identified, days, weeks and months in advance. All depends if you're day trading or if you're using long-term investment decisions, with 0 being absolutely the most critical number and the bright pink line being absolutely the most crucial Fibonacci resistance, not the place to buy. However, if I would bring up to you exact same chart, except on Apple. This is Apple. This is Apple in 2015. Do you remember when Apple sold off and reached key Fibonacci support, when Apple came out with the worst earnings in 13 years? This support respected and Apple rallied. Worst earnings did not mean a thing. Fibonacci support meant everything. This is Apple few years later. All identified in advance. Apple rallied. Worst earnings didn't mean a thing. And what do you see in advance and what do you see ahead? Fibonacci reversal zone. Did Apple reach that level? Of course. Slowly but surely, 10 months later. Here comes reversal zone. There is no bad earnings on Apple. None are present. None. This is Apple At the start of 2018, towards the end of 2018, what do you see on the bottom? 140. Does Apple crash and comes out with horrific news that iPhone sales are not so good? Of course, when Apple already at 200. This is Apple next. Crashing and selling off, my goodness. But this is what happens when Apple reaches Fibonacci reversal zone at 140, identified many months in advance. Apple rallies as expected, as S&P had done this week on any day trading chart. This is Apple traders. Skyrocketed from 140 back up to 216. Is anyone surprised why Apple just pulled back from Fibonacci reversal zone? All of this been present in our trading room. All of this been discussed in our Fibonacci Mastery course. Every single class. All in advance. Never after the fact. And this is exact same chart on S&P. Identical dance. Identical reversal zone. Because price action patterns remain the same. Once you master one, you master them all. And this is the only predictive and highly accurate tool. Once you understand how to identify these crucial trend inception levels, you exit your trade and you monitor for your trend reversal. This is gold daily. This is gold at the start of 2019. Just like Apple, gold sold off. Chart present in the room for months. If you're holding position months, days and weeks, if you love trading options, you're using daily. Identical accuracy applies if you love to day trade. This is hourly. Hold time, a couple of minutes. Maximum about an hour. Fibonacci reversal zone, not the place to buy, the place to exit, the place to monitor for reversal. It's all the same, just like Apple weekly, just like S&P 5-minute, just like gold daily. And if I convert this chart to any chart you choose to trade, identical accuracy will remain. Ultimate point of entry, trend inception. But when price comes to key support, do not short. Please pay attention to this very important level, because this is exact same level that's been institutional support on all the indexes, as you will see next. And this is what market does every single time, creating these identical spirals, creating these identical triangles. Doesn't matter if it's gold, doesn't matter if it's Apple. Every single one of these levels I developed in 2008. Every single one of these key Fibonacci trend inception, trend reversal levels has extremely high accuracy for your targets, days, weeks, months and years in advance. All depends if you day trade. All depends if you position trade on any instrument, any time frame. And of course, with Ninja Trend at 7-8 is top platform of all. Fibonacci never requires any knowledge of math. Fibonacci is a tool. It is not an indicator that present on every single chart you trade. And if I take a look at the events in the markets recently, if I will remind you, exact same Fibonacci reversal zone. Do you remember this? This was 2008, traders. This is when I recognized nothing matters. The only thing that matters, when price comes to Fibonacci reversal zone, price will crush 80+% of the time. And this is exact same events that played out at the start of 2018. And this is exact same events that played out if you trade 5-minute oil, if you trade 5-hour euro. Any charts is exact same and identical price action formations. And that remains the key. This is S&P, traders. Brutal correction 2014, 15, 16. Price is sitting between crucial Fibonacci support and Fibonacci resistance. 1800 number is crucial. Do you remember this year? What do you see ahead? 2800 number. Ultimate Fibonacci reversal zone. And just to remind you, this was exact same level in a play on gold yesterday and this morning. This was exact same reversal zone on gold. This is exact same reversal zone and exact same level on anything. And this is long-term investment decisions. This is what's happening on S&P at the start of 2018 when Fibonacci reversal zone is reached. No surprise, not the place to buy, the place to exit. As we discussed with students well before the collapse, expect sell-off. It's a brilliant thing to protect your investments. Brutal correction of 2018 was not so brutal for knowledgeable Fibonacci trader. And what do you see ahead of you? That famous bright green line, that famous Fibonacci support. Exact same place where market rallied from. No surprise. Not the place to short into. The place to buy from. Once you master price, once you understand how accurate and powerful these levels are, all you have to do is identify what you want to trade. The only difference between 5-minute chart on gold and S&P weekly, this is your investment decisions, hold time, weeks, months, and years. And this is exactly where S&P skyrocketed from. And this is exactly the sell-off for 600 points plus from Fibonacci reversal zone. No surprise. Not the place to buy, the place to exit. And that remains constant. And that remains the key. Nothing will ever come close. Fibonacci is the only natural predictive tool in the markets. This tool is not a software. This tool is not an indicator. This tool can be applied to any instrument you choose to trade. In order to use this tool, you must know settings and rules, some of which we will discuss next. This tool present on any chart you choose to trade. Here's a range chart in front of me, one of the favorite charts in our trading room. If you come on beautiful Ninja Trader chart and you click on drawing tool, what do you see? Fibonacci is not an indicator. Fibonacci is a tool. Knowing how to use this tool properly, you absolutely must know the rules. And once you do, you trade with ultimate accuracy, ultimate consistency on any instrument, any time frame. So when some of the newbie traders come to me and say Fibonacci is an indicator, I would like to remind you, it cannot be completely opposite. Fibonacci is a naturally predictive sequence. Put it on Google, see it for yourself. Understand what Fibonacci is. It is not artificial tool. It is naturally predictive is the key, which in trading and investment decisions, crucial. Indicators are delayed, artificial, speculative. Fibonacci highly accurate, indicators not. Fibonacci tells you to the tick where to exit your position. Here's a reminder. Here's one of the examples. A trend inception on S&P. Price staging bullish rally. However, at key Fibonacci resistance, this day trading chart taking a massive pause. This is crucial target. This is where you exit your long. If you choose to ignore this as your target, success is not possible. As you saw, it was exact same support on monthly. This is what happens next. From ultimate trend inception to ultimate trend reversal. You know extremely well where to buy, where to exit. Identical dance as on Apple. Identical dance on any instrument you trade. And this is what price does. Every time, every day. With ultimate accuracy. Once you master Fibonacci, you can use on any instrument, any time frame, any platform, especially NinjaTrader 8. So, here's a couple of exciting events in the markets. On top stock, one of the top stocks in the world, one of the top stocks in US. Here's Amazon at the start of 2018. Frozen at key Fibonacci resistance. Exact same level as you saw on Apple at 181. What do you see ahead? 2000 ultimate reversal zone. Amazon comes out with stunning earnings. What is the problem? Why is it selling off? Simple. It's a reversal zone. Not the place to buy, the place to exit, the place to monitor for reversal. Amazon sold off $700+ per share. Stunning earnings don't mean a thing. Amazon selling off means everything. And that's what price does every time. What was crucial on Amazon? This crucial support traders 1234. This is what Amazon does next. Stage its bullish rally. And that's identical formula. If you choose to day trade, the only difference remains. Trade lasts minutes. Not days, weeks and months, but always in advance. Never ever ever delayed, never ever ever after the fact. And that's the power of Fibonacci, which will override any news events, any earnings, any fundamentals and all indicators on any instrument, any time frame. And especially if you're trading on NinjaTrader. Another phenomenal event, another phenomenal reminder that trading on the news and earnings is not a brilliant thing to do is to take a look on Netflix. This is Netflix Traders 2018. Every single time Netflix comes out with stunning earnings. Why in the world is Netflix crushing? 2018 Netflix crashed from 420 area all the way to, take a look, my goodness, Only thing that hold off the sell-off 315, 2018. What do you see ahead of you? 257, 220 level, correct? Stunning earnings don't mean a thing. Netflix keeps selling off lower and lower. After many months, 315 key support is broken. This is Netflix a month later. Shock or not? How is it possible? Netflix adding 7 million, 9 million, endless number of subscribers, and Netflix crushed that much from 420 all the way to 260? Of course. Market is flawless Fibonacci puzzle. That is exact identical dance that S&P had done this week as Netflix rallied from Fibonacci reversal zone. What was the problem this year? 2019. Take a look. Shock or not? Fibonacci resistance is a big problem, 376. Netflix comes out again with stunning earnings, but 376 is a problem. Stunning earnings, Netflix adding more and more millions of subscribers, cannot break through stock at key Fibonacci resistance. This is Netflix now. Poor Netflix, my goodness. All in advance, never after the fact. And this is exact same identical dance. Every day, every time, no matter what you trade. As price action patterns remain the same. The only difference, risk management and trader psychology. This is S&P today. Charts are twins with Netflix last year. And if I convert this chart to 5, identical price action, identical collapse, identical sell-off, except S&P did this in the last few days, collapsing from reversal zone at 2930, rallying from trend inception 2800. This is your day trading decisions. Opportunities were stunning and flawless, as this was institutional trend inception. Identical resistance on S&P now is a problem, as on Netflix. It's all the same, traders. It is that simple. You master price action. You know how to apply Fibonacci. The skies are the limit. What you choose to trade. Trading with institutions and not against them is absolutely the core of the method. This was stunning flawless institutional week. This was a stunning reminder. The day institutional support, institutional resistance is present, you are not leaving the screen. You are trading with institutional volume. Fibonacci identifies institutional trend inception in advance as key points of entry. Fibonacci identifies exits in advance at institutional trend reversals independent of news and indicators, as you saw on gold, S&P, Apple, Amazon, Netflix. If you understand pure price action, if you understand how simple it is, it shows you institutional volume. You do not need anything, you simply need price. When Fibonacci will give you ultimate accuracy as your key trading targets. Identical reversal zone you saw on Apple, on Amazon, on Netflix, on S&P, on gold is exact same thing that playing out on euro. This is exact same thing where euro started selling off from. Do you remember euro at 140? Poor euro. Euro in free fall. What was the obstacle crucial Fibonacci support, 105. This is where euro rallied from. This is where euro skyrocketed from. Key support, reaching again Fibonacci reversal zone in 2018. This is euro for the last year. This is euro today. Shock or not. 111 will be lifeline on euro. If euro will collapsing again to 104, this is the last stopping ground on euro. This support at 111, this range, is where euro frozen for the last 2 months. The fact that euro cannot break through key Fibonacci resistance, 131, is showing you how weak euro is. So, 111 is out, euro heading to 109. 109 is out, 107 next. 104 is the last stopping ground on euro. Exact same place where euro was 3 years before. So, all in advance, never after the fact. And that's the power of the method. And that's the accuracy of Fibonacci. No indicator on the planet will give you. Price action patterns repeat exactly the same across all instruments. Right now, here's a simple test, traders. Here's 5-minute chart. Everyone seeing this? This is what I recognized extremely clearly many years ago. If I will convert this chart to any other chart, no one in this room will ever identify what chart we're looking at. What is this? No one knows. No one will ever discover what is constant between these two charts. Price action patterns. They are identical. In 2007, I was looking on one chart and then realized, my goodness, I thought it was a different chart. My goodness, Apple actually looks exactly the same as euro. Pound looks exactly the same as Amazon. S&P looks exactly the same as gold. So it doesn't really matter what you look at. You master price action, you remove the indicators, you can trade them all. This is Apple, traders. Looks exactly the same as S&P. And if I will remove the name on Apple and if I will change the name, you will see. Doesn't matter what you are looking at. The only difference remains liquidity and volatility, and what risk management you apply to this instrument. What is this? No one knows, of course, because it looks just like Apple, it looks just like S&P, it looks exactly the same. It is pound daily. All the charts are twins. Identical price action patterns form. 2007, I removed all the indicators. Every single time the person comes to me and wants to learn, I say, this is number one thing. Can you look at this? Can you stop being dependent on indicators? And if you can, you will see. Price action patterns, repetitive, simplistic, they all the same. And if you understand how powerful this is, you never have to rely on anything else. Only price. Nothing else matters. It shows you strength, it shows you weakness. And if you know institutional support, if you know institutional resistance, and if you trade with ultimate accuracy, what else do you need? Because this keep price formations forming time and time again, no matter what you trade. Rule number one in the course and in the method: Trade only the end of the first impulse. It's non-negotiable. Once you start trading second, third, fourth, fifth, you're trading against yourself. First only. Success rate on the method at the first extremely high. Once you start trading second, it drops to nothing. It drops to 40%. Shock or not. Here's the example. Here's gold 3-minute chart. Short, short, short. The start. If you start shorting randomly, at the end of the wave 4, at the end of the wave 3, you're shorting into brick wall. If you start buying randomly, at the end of wave 3, into brick wall, you're trading against yourself. Ultimate place to be. Trend inception. Wave 1. Number 0 is everything. And if you know where that number is, you do not need anything else. You monitor for trend inception. And when rules are met, you take a trade. Here's a reminder. Here is Tesla. Here is what plays out. This is Tesla at the start of 2018. Fibonacci reversal zone, just like on gold 3-minute, just like on S&P 5-minute, just like on Amazon, just like on Apple, just like on pound, on euro, on all the examples I've shown you. What is lifeline on Tesla? 255, key support. Doesn't matter what Elon Musk does, doesn't matter who he raves or tweets about, nothing matters. What matters is this support. This is Tesla. A year later. Look at that, shock or not, key support respected. No matter what Elon Musk smokes, no matter what interview he does, this is your range. Do not buy into reversal zone. Tesla keeps crashing. Oops, shock or not. And that's when sell-off continue, but 255 is key support. It's 3 years of this range. And this is Tesla now. After 3 years of key support, finally crashed through, reaching key Fibonacci level, present in the room for years. 211 is out, 145 is next. All in advance. Never, ever, ever, ever after the fact. And that's the power and accuracy. And that's ultimate reminder. If you know where 0 is, you are ahead of the game. You never, ever, ever enter into brick wall. Every single time I work with beginner traders, it never ceases to amaze me how unpolluted their minds are. Every single time I work with someone who has been trying for 10, 15, 20 years, it's a different task. I have to unwind bad habits. Mindset is 80% of your success. Get rid of the bad habits. Remember, mindset of trader is completely opposite of investor. Investor can speculate, investor can be negative for weeks or months, but you cannot come with this mindset to trading when every single decision, every single moment right into your face show you either success or opposite. You absolutely must remember and rewire and never forget that. I'm very pressed on time, so I'm trying to fly through because this is the most crucial aspect, traders. This is what I constantly emphasize every single morning when I work with students. Do not be 95% reactive, trigger happy, chasing the markets. No risk management. Trading is fun. It's Vegas. Let's go ahead and find another indicator. Let's throw multiple number of trades, more money. Amazing. This is broker's favorite client. If you survived the first 2 years in the markets, if you recognize this is what 95% does, if you recognized you want to be different, what is the number one thing you must change? Be proactive, not reactive. Never, ever, ever, ever chase a lucky point. Focus on long-term success. Trade with institutions, never against them. Treat trading as a serious business and apply sniper's mindset. Quality, never ever ever quantity of the trades is what ultimately will determine your success. Very little work, very little screen time, very few instruments at the lot size, not the number of trades, if consistency is present. This is successful traders' mindset. This is why we have so much fun in the course. Traders are relaxed and happy because traders have confidence in the strategy they are using. Traders use institutional volume at key Fibonacci trend inception levels. Trader who understands price action patterns. Trader who trades with rules without speculation. Trader who trades with proper risk management and consistency, and treating trading with respect and treats trading as a serious business. This is a trader who surrounds himself, herself with like-minded traders. This trader focuses on quality, never ever quantity of trades. This trader makes an effort and trades only with institutional trends because you only need one trade. Maximum, absolute maximum 2 hours per day, maximum 10 hours per week, every single day in the course. Within maximum 30 minutes there is a trade. And every single morning I remind students you only need one at the lot size. Average workday 30 minutes, traders. Your only excuse to take trade number 2 if you started day on a negative note. Hardly ever that happens in our course. Quality is key. And this week was a spectacular reminder as endless number of trades at key institutional support, at key trend inception, at the lot size. You start today with one trade, with one lot. By the end of the year, you trade 10. By the end of 2, you trade 20. By the end of 3, you trade 30. Have a long-term view. Get rid of instant gratification. This is absolutely crucial to your success. This is the email I received yesterday. Ken lives in London. He realized day trading is not his cup of tea. He trades method with options on daily and weekly. He realized that good risk management is crucial. So, this is what he decided to do. Day trading, not his cup of tea. On our YouTube channel, you can see thousands of videos. And as you can see, Fibonacci gives him ultimate accuracy. Curtis, my dearest friend for life, JP Morgan executive, taking the initial course and now coming back for more. And to receive this kind of compliment from Wall Street executive who says this is a simplicity-driven and purity-driven new standard. Repetition about pivots and importance of knowing where institutions step in have been super helpful. And that means the world. Drastically different experience, drastically different background. Here's another student. While in the course, he won Forex trading competition. And a scary joke, I only traded 7 out of 10 days of the contest. Shock or not, you don't need to trade much if you know the rules. Bill, currently in the course, gold trader mostly, trades some S&P. one of the nicest and greatest people I've ever worked with. I'm shocked. I always believe that simplicity is key, and this is crucial. After 20 years of trying, Bill is 73. He can trade any instrument and continue making effort. We have an open forum, and every single time we have new students coming in the course, someone with such huge heart and incredible soul like Bill welcomes other students. Course 12 weeks. Every single thing you master in the course is completely proprietary. Monday is our very popular Bootcamp Monday. Classes are recorded, 50 plus videos in member area, modules available for your convenience. I'm with students 4 days a week, Monday on average 3 hours per day, Tuesday through Thursday, hour and a half. Trading room available to non-students only by invitation after we're done with students, which is 99% of the time number of trades before trading room is open in our mastery course. Brad, if you come to our website, you can see the video. If you Google what Brad had done, he's all over the internet. He's been trying for 20 years and he shares how much he tried, how much he suffered until he took the course. Right now, he continues sharing and speaking with other traders. He continues making a serious effort. Starting with $25,000 account, he's far above, close to 100K, as he keeps sending monthly updates on his performance. So, 6 months mentorship is what a lot of traders try to accomplish, try to sign up for. At this point, traders, I have waiting list. So if you decide to sign up for private mentoring, please speak with me first, that I always accept someone who is in group course first before diving straight into mastery mentoring. So this morning I had 2 people who signed up for private mentoring without speaking with me. They have to wait a couple of weeks before I can be available. In this webinar, we're running a couple of very limited time special, $2,000 discount on private mentoring and $2,000 account on mastery group course. Private mentoring includes all group classes. If you come to our website, traders, on the website you can review all the details, and as always, under courses, details about courses. However, the favorite part of the website is reviews and what students share and what students do. Open forum, podcast, interviews, students share. So, you can also sign up for our trading room invitation, but again, I cannot promise when it will be open and when you can get the invitation. So view the video with Brad. This is Bill. Every single day he's sending me updates. This is Ken, the Forex trader. This is what traders accomplishing. Traders who making an effort. Sam is a legend in the course. He's an options trader. His daughter just finished Harvard. He made money trading options using the method. And that's the reason I love what I do. So please, if you cannot get into the trading room, view YouTube channel where you can see 1,000+ videos and join traders from all over the world. 2,700 subscribers plus who viewing the videos on our YouTube channel. If you review the information and you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to call or email me. People are actually shocked when they hear me pick up the phone. I love what I do. I love humanity. And I love speaking with students and anyone who is interested in becoming successful, anyone who is interested in making an effort. Or if you would like to fill in the form and send you information, I will always call you back. 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com.